G'day mates, welcome back to Cleopatra, the expansion to Pharaoh. We have just completed Ramses II, the campaign last episode. This time we're going to go straight into the ancient conquerors. So Egypt has many envious neighbours and they look upon our rich empire the way a hyena pack crowds a lion's kill. Can you build and command the armies and fleets necessary to defeat these serious threats and defend the Nile Delta against successive invasions by the Sea People, Assyrians and Persians? Egypt looks to you for protection.
The rumblings of distress and discontent to the west have become more ominous recently. Scouts report that several barbarian tribes speaking strange tongues have arrived on the shores of Kiranaka to our west. To make matters worse, these peoples now walk hand in hand with Marayak, the son of Deed, king of the Libyans and Pharaoh's enemy. Word has now reached Pharaoh Meneptah that these vile people, with all their women, children and worldly possessions close behind, will soon be headed eastward toward the fertile Nile Delta, our homeland, in search of a place to settle. Already there have been minor clashes at the northern oasis of Siwi and Farafa. Your delta town of Pi-yer now stands in their way. In a short while, this slow-moving band of savages could be on your doorsteps. Pharaoh has decreed that should they arrive, they must not be allowed to penetrate further. You will need to import wood from which to construct sturdy warships and copper for weapons. It is your fortune that the previously troublesome Hittites are now peaceful, thanks to the great victory at Kadesh by Ramses II, sire of the beloved Meneptah. Make your town strong, and brace your loyal troops for mortal combat.
Alrighty then, looks like we have ourselves a big fight against the Sea People at Pi-yer. And if any of you read the Wikipedia link I provided last time at Kadesh, you'll notice that the histories say that they call it more of a draw rather than a victory for Ramses, and some people even think that the Hittites technically won that battle. But either way, Ramses survived, and in this particular game, he has driven back the Hittites. So we're now going to fight back the people at Pi-yer. 5 modest apartments sounds surprisingly easy, and that worries me because I suspect it's going to be a pretty difficult mission. Let's dive right in and have a look. Slow time down. And look at this horrific looking map. This is a tiny little map. Ah, this is shit. Well, okay. Reminds me of some of those earlier maps, like, I can't remember them now, Abydos or Jadu or something like that. One of those other ones that had sort of those jumping back and forth. I'm going to need to... yeah, ferry landings across there, but there's not a huge amount of... Is there fish? Grain and chickpeas. No fish. Clay and reed gatherers. Ooh, I like papyrus. I think it's been a long time since we've actually made papyrus. I can't get there at all. It's going to be pretty limited amounts of papyrus over here though. And that is all there is. Decent farmland though. I really got to admit this is good farmland. We must be in the delta somewhere. Oh, there we go. Pi-yer. Okay, I suspect this will shut down. These people are going to be attacking sort of from the west here. They've come through the desert. Bahariya may be under attack later as well. And we need to try and hold them here. Can we trade with Blxz? I'm going to have to go through this later, as I always do, in more detail. But beer. I don't think I can grow anything, but they'll buy papyrus. So I think I will figure that out as we go along. Nothing much down to the south, only Wast. But Frafra, I think we've only ever traded with that one once in the past as well, and that was maybe in the Old or the Middle Kingdom. It's been quite a long time since we've seen them. Gods, let's have a look at gods. Ooh, Set. So we're not using Ra anymore. So we have Osiris, our patron, but we might be able to use Set to maybe defeat some enemies if we can get... if we get something. It's not a very good military map though. I suspect it's going to be... well, they're called the Sea Peoples. They'll probably come in by boat, and I suspect from the north. But you never know. They could come in from a land attack as well. I think we're going to figure this one out as we go along, but I'm going to cut back once I know how to approach this mission. Alrighty, here we go. This is the beginnings of the first setup. We have ourselves sort of a little housing block up here. I'm going to have a festival square nicely tucked into the middle there. I could probably fit a couple more housing blocks around here. Most likely, though, this is where the central food distribution is going to go. It's quite a distance from this block down here, but I think we will manage. Now, I've had to get a little bit creative with my blocks. But I'm sure we'll manage somehow. We need 2,500 people, which should be more than enough. Put another block there and have all my maybe pottery and brick making over here. Depends how I can export all that stuff though. I think I may even need to move everything down here for water export. Now over here we can fit in more than enough papyrus growing industry. It'll just, a little block here and have the whole industry over here, taking that across as required. So I'm not particularly concerned there. I think that's how we're going to handle this. Our major exports are going to be, where are they? Going to be pottery. There are a few people who buy pottery. Bricks. There are a couple of people who buy bricks. And Mennefer, I think so far, is the only one who will buy papyrus, but it's a very cheap route to open. And they will sell us possibly some food later if we need it, although actually it's unlikely. But they'll buy beer at the very least, which I think we can maybe do via import-export. Because we're going to need the beer, I think, to get up to the, what are they called? The modest apartments. I think they're the white ones that need beer. I can never remember, the names of everything. But we'll get there eventually. So this is how we're going to proceed. I think we're going to dive right on into probably getting an export up first. We're halfway through our money. And if I can get a papyrus industry going, I think we'll be well sorted. Alrighty, we've basically blown all of our money. We're struggling a little bit with the number of people we can fit in here. So I'm going to throw in just a couple more houses where possible. I think I might even... it's going to be a bit of a struggle here. I may have not designed these blocks perfectly well done, but I can always fit in more people later. But we've got our food industry all set up. That's probably more than enough for essentially the rest of the map. Now throw in a couple of chickpeas here on the off chance that they do request it. It seems odd to give us 2 food types when grain is clearly superior because we can make bricks out of it, and we don't actually need such a high level of housing. So I am a little bit suspicious of that. So we're going to have a storage yard here that will just accept chickpeas as well, although we're only going to be eating the grain itself, so it'll be more of a just a standby. Down here, when people eventually move in, hopefully they get there soon before this place burns down. I think I may have jumped the gun a little bit, which is probably a bit unfortunate, but who knows, maybe we will get there in time. And there we go, fire in the city. Most unfortunate, this whole area is just going to burn down. I am going to destroy that before it goes any further, although I suspect these other ones will also burn down as well. And there we go, the people have finally moved in, but this place has just fallen apart. Bugger. Okay, with that we are out of money for the first time, so everything's looking a little bit better here. I was trying to get an apothecary and some temples back down. Which temple was it? It was a temple to Osiris. So things are beginning to look a little bit better. We did get probably 3,000 in rescue funds, which is more than sufficient. Struggle talking and building at the same time, but I think I will get there. Throw you there. There we go. So things are beginning to look a little bit better. I still need a hell of a lot more workers, and unfortunately these are not going to look very nice. So we're going to have to... I prefer to put shrines there, but I really can't afford it at this moment. It'd be a shrine wall is very, very expensive. But this should not actually get us far enough. How about... let's throw a couple of shrines in here and see if that will beautify the area just a little bit. Maybe. Not quite reaching far enough. I'll figure that out in time. I can throw some shrines in a bit closer. They do have a drop-off effect the further they go. But everyone is beginning to move in. We have no unemployment just yet. How short are we? Quite a bit. Quite a lot, actually. Entertainment is... can I turn that off? Not really. That's 40 workers I'm using up. I'm going to go through here and just give everybody the priority, and I'll make entertainment the lowest priority. If I can get there. 7 and 8. There we go. So entertainment will be dealt with last at this point in time, as long as I remember to do that later on. Now, the big thing is food's coming in. We're going to need to get onto a military very, very soon. There it is. That's our papyrus over there. So that should be jumping in very shortly. We'll have a good solid supply of papyrus, and when we get that in, I will actually start to open up the trade route and work on our exports then. Okay, extortion by another city. Kyrene, or however they pronounce that, is lusting for glory. They're demanding 900 ingots of copper. I cannot really afford that. Far out. I don't know if I can get that. It's going to be a huge struggle to get that one. Unfortunately, not doing it means I am going to need a military, which means I'm going to need to import copper anyway. So, not sure how I'm going to do this one just yet. Not quite sure. I need this space here for docks. I'm going to throw you there. You can accept pottery, and that'll get another export, because I think we're going to duck into debt regardless of what I do. I will open up 2 men fur. They're very, very cheap. And start sending off if I can find it. What am I looking for? Papyrus. Export the papyrus, and that'll make us a little bit of cash. Now, this is a pretty badly designed area. I'm beginning to think I'm seriously running out of space here. No industry is going to fit down here. Yeah, it's not going to happen. I may need to move my industry up here at a later date and just have getting warehouses in this area to bring them down, because I'm going to need probably warship wharves. Yeah, I'm going to need warship wharves. I can get 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe maximum. And I'll need transport wharves as well. So things are looking pretty tight here. Pretty tight. And debt for the second time. This is not looking good. We haven't actually sold anything just yet, although we've a shit ton of papyrus there. So when this boat gets down, we'll have a lot more money. So in the time being, I'm actually going to expand this pottery production just a little bit more. And there we go. Sweet, beautiful papyrus being sold off, and our cash shot up, even just one purchase. So that's all that papyrus gone, has brought us right cleanly out of debt. And we're going to jump in and... who will buy pottery? Pottery. You will buy pottery. That's not a lot of it, but it's a land trade route, so we will open you. And who else will buy pottery? You'll buy it via water trade route. You'll sell us barley as well. Is there anyone who will... No, so wood and copper has to come from far away. So at this point, I think we're going to... What am I going to do? You know what? I'll get you, and I will also grab... I'm not going to get the wood and copper just yet. I'll get that later. No, I need the copper now. I'm umming and ahhing here, but we need that copper. If we don't get that copper in, I need to send it off to that extortion here, 900. If I don't get that, we are going to die. I just can't build up a military in time. So I have to hope that our exports will keep us going in time. Okay, 1 month to comply. I thought we weren't going to make it, but the copper came in just in time. We can send that off, and at the same time, we can cancel the copper imports for the time being, because it's plunged us deep, deep into debt. I really need this pottery to start taking effect so we can export that, and the papyrus is gradually getting there, although we may need more of these factories set up soon. And there we go, extortion by another city. I can't do this. I cannot get there in time. Because you bowed to the orders of Quirine, the city demands you send 11 weapons. Far out. I can't do this. There's no way I can handle this. This may well be a mission failure. So I need to think about another way out of this. Are they going to come by land or by boat? Now that's the question I need to ask myself. And I think what I'm going to do is get some timber in. I'm going to accept timber. We're going to import... I just don't have the cash for it. I'm going to import some timber though. 200 should be enough to get our shipwright underway. And then I'll get a couple of boats. If they do come by land, then I can also start training a military force as well. Okay, we have to send troops to Farafra Oasis. And that is an oasis we have been not... I've fucked this up completely. I've completely stuffed this one. We have no choice, so I'm going to have to restart this one. Alrighty, we're back to this request for copper. 900 copper required within 7 months. We are currently not in debt, but we haven't actually... Okay, that was not good. We are currently just in debt, and we are managing so far. It's going to be pretty tight though. I've redone this papyrus thing over here. We're producing a hell of a lot more of it than we were before. And hopefully I can get my people... they're not in just yet. I'm going to have to build that festival square. 600, but debt again. But that'll really level these people up. We're not going to get that copper in time. I am going to import copper though. I'm going to work on a military almost immediately. The real question is how are we going to do that? We really don't have a huge amount of space. So I think that's going to be done up here. These people are not going to be too happy about that. But I'll do the best I can. And we'll see how we go from there. Okay, still dispatching troops within 7 months to Farafra Oasis. We haven't actually got anything. I can't get out of debt. This copper is too expensive. It's just not something I can do. I need to rethink my build. I think I'm going to throw down I'm going to throw down a fort anyway. Farafra Oasis is, let's just double check to make sure. It is, yeah, regular troops. It's only a small force. So I wonder if rather than getting copper, I'd be better off just going for archers instead, getting 2 sets of archers down and training them out as quick as I can. That may well be the way to do it. Alrighty, 1 more month remaining. We're going to send whatever troops we have available. It's going to be 4 infantry, 4 archers. I'm actually going to just send the archers. I need to send someone. We're not going to win. How big is it? It's a small force. Oh, God, I have no idea. I doubt we're going to win, but I'm going to send them all anyway. It's probably stupid because it means I won't be able to train them in the meantime, but we'll send them off and we'll see what happens. If they die, they die. And there we go. Trade route to Farafra Oasis is gone. I think they were going to buy bricks from us, which is a little bit shit. So we're a bit of a struggle there. Hopefully, though, we can get our army... Yeah, the army's going to have to completely rebuild. We've just lost a lot of stuff there. But maybe we can rebuild and get into a better position. We are technically back in the black again. Although, as soon as I build anything, it's going to go right down because there's so much that I need to import. It's going to have to go onto timber next, I think. So, or would it be better off... Would it be better off working on pottery or something? Actually, maybe they bought pottery. I could do an import-export for beer. Because these guys will buy beer. No, they won't. Those guys will buy beer. You'll buy beer as well. Who will sell me barley? You'll sell me barley via water trade route. So that is possible. They'll buy pottery and sell me barley. So there's a couple of little things coming up here that I may be able to do. Does anyone sell grain? Anyone buy grain? No, maybe not. I don't know how to approach this one. I think I am. I may not be ready for this mission. I may need to really go back and head back to the drawing board and rethink this one a little bit. Okay, and it looks like the Egyptian army was defeated at Siwi Oasis as well. Does that mean we're going to lose Siwi? I don't know. Maybe that means I need to get more troops. There might be a request later. Things are getting worse and worse here. So what does Siwi buy? They'll buy bricks. It looks like bricks are not going to be worth my effort anymore because I couldn't get the military going in time. So in that case, I think we're definitely going to go for pottery. We've got about 32% unemployment, which is 244 people. So I can definitely get a pottery industry going. And there we go, Siwi itself has shut down as well. We have got our pottery all looking nice and set up here. Send that there. How are our gods going? Gods are acceptable. Unemployment should have dropped right down to 8%, which is good. And things are beginning to look a little bit better. We may be able to get this back on track if I can get my pottery exports going. Okay. 600 jars of chickpeas to Byblos. We will get 5 weapons. I'll accept those because, yeah, we're really struggling here. We are definitely struggling. I'm going to throw down another weaponsmith, I think, just to start cranking out this copper as quick as we can. Okay, and Kyrene has shut down as well. That was to be expected, though. It's because we did not send the copper, but they were going to just request weapons immediately after if we did send that off. So, really, nothing that could be done there. Papyrus, though, we seem to have exported as much papyrus as we can. Is there anyone else who will buy papyrus? I think I may have overcapitalized a little bit on the papyrus there. Mendefair's bought the full amount as much as they can, and nobody else will buy it. So that's a little bit shit. Okay, I don't know what we're going to do here. We may need to... It's December. We're going to go into debt again. I mean, like a pharaoh. We're not going to be able to pay Pharaoh his tribute, which means Pharaoh will probably come and invade us shortly as well. Real struggle going on here. Real struggle. And now the sea peoples are approaching and I'm not prepared. Yeah, not going well so far. Okay, 6 months, the sea peoples are coming. We have ourselves 3 docks set up, warship wharves. Now we should be able to pump out warships as quick as possible here. I'm importing some timber into the storage yard here. And our shipwright is pumping them out. Hopefully we can get something in time to actually prevent them from coming in and totally destroying us. Otherwise, come on. Where is that fire? 500 grain, I can do that. Where is that fire? Right there. Come on. Let's try that. Hopefully we can get that under control before everything burns down. Well, fuck me. Okay, sea people are coming in 1 month. Let's see if our 3 boats are enough to hold them off. Alrighty, well I think we've beaten them. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Well, 500 copper is... Hang on. Yeah, okay, so they're giving me 500 copper. That's brilliant. I can throw another storage yard. Let's put it there for the time being. You can accept all the copper for now. What we're going to do, actually, while we're here, you can empty some copper out. So it looks like we've beaten them, but there's another attack coming shortly. So you are currently repairing, and these guys are currently acceptable. We've got another one coming within a month. We're also massively, massively in debt. This is going to be a pretty tough call here, whether I can survive. And foreign army approaching. The sea people are upon us yet again. Okay, looks like they've come overland. That is actually surprisingly good. Now, it's really bad in the fact that we're going to lose our entire papyrus industry and possibly plunge into debt. But at the same time, I can stop importing that and give us a chance to sort of rebuild our forces here just a little bit. Okay, there we go. 600 grain as well. I can send that one off. Hopefully they will give us a couple more resources. But these guys have basically destroyed everything over here. They're going to sort of rampage around a little bit more. And probably the rest of this will just burn down when they lose access to workers. Other than that, though, they can't damage our city. And they can't damage our massive supply of papyrus over here. So, assuming that we can eventually kill off this warship, we should be able to properly take them out. And there we go, completely taken them down. We have managed to survive. These guys over here have just buggered off as well. Excellent. I'm going to quickly, very, very quickly, try and throw down some housing here on the off chance, the tiny chance that... Wait, where are the troops? Too close to the enemy. Maybe it takes a little while for them to disappear. I don't know, they're still there somewhere. I can't see them. Okay, there we go. Houses down. Nope, apparently there are troops up here somewhere. But I've built a couple of houses, and that should begin to provide us access to... Oh, there we go. There's the soldiers retreating now. So we've got some houses that will come back here shortly. And that'll allow us to... I'm going to need to put some there as well. That'll allow us to get everything sorted. And with that, we'll probably be able to maybe get out of debt. The only thing is, Pharaoh is going to come in and kill us shortly. So I'm going to try and do my best to keep him happy. Okay, back out of debt. This is brilliant. We may tip over shortly if we can't export anything else. But, damn it, we're going back into debt again. We're so close. If I can just get out of debt for the end of the year, it'll be a massive, massive... Oh, no! There's nothing else that they can buy. Damn it, I can't sell any more papyrus. Are there any weapons I can sell? What can I sell to get there? No weapons? Can I sell copper? I can only import copper. Beer is exportable. Barley is exportable. Haven't got any of those. Figs are exportable, but I can't grow them. So we are going to be in the negative when the year turns over. And that is very, very unfortunate. So it doesn't matter. If I can just keep Pharaoh just a tiny little bit happy, then we may be able to get there. Okay, back out of debt again. Unfortunately, we didn't get there in time for January, so we had to wait for the time to sell off our papyrus here. But now what I can do is throw down just a couple of papyrus makers. Probably no more than 2 at this point in time. I really do need to keep my unemployment down. He is displeased, but we have rebuilt the temple, so that is getting better with time. I think I may have actually salvaged this one. It's going to be a very tight mission. I do need to throw down probably another military squad here, because we're getting so much copper and so many weapons. I suspect we will need more in the near future, but that is going to have to wait until we can sell off more stuff. Okay, I got a little bit of cash now. I can afford to throw down another fort of infantry. We're going to throw that one up there. I suspect we're probably going to get at least one more attack in the coming future. If not, then, well, better safe than sorry. Now, what I need to do is make sure everything is... Pharaoh is really pissed off. Can I send him a gift? 12 months? I need just a little bit more. I can send him a better gift. Okay, 800 bricks required to send off to Pharaoh. That is a pain in the ass, but I think I might be able to get that sorted somehow. I'll just throw down a couple of brickworks. We don't have any straw, unfortunately. Can I import straw? No, I can't import straw, so we're not going to get there in time. I'm going to have to grab the... when I fail this one, I'll have to grab that then, but I'll do the best I can. We may be able to get... down to half. We'll accept bricks into there as well. We need 800 bricks, so yeah, we'll see what we can do. Alright, we've had a couple of requests that I haven't shown on the screen, but the brick one is still outstanding. Things like grain and papyrus and so on and so forth. But we are currently holding up pretty well. We've put all our copper into another set of weapons up there, as you've seen. We've got beer gradually being imported down here. Now that will hopefully allow me to begin to level these people up. I don't know if 4 of them is going to be sufficient for everything here. But, yeah, we'll see how we go. I don't think I need you anymore. But I will throw down a courthouse. And I can't build a courthouse. Looks like spacious homesteads are the... spacious homesteads? What do we need? What do we need? Modest apartments are the ones that I like. Those big white buildings. One of my favourites. I'm going to throw in... Can I send another gift? It's only been 6 months. I am not going to be very happy when Pharaoh doesn't get his supply of bricks in time. But we'll see what we can do. We will see if we can survive this one. Yeah, so we've had a gift of weapons and a gift of wood. This is kind of useful, but it's a little bit late in the piece. I mean, modest apartment. I need a courthouse. Well, it's got to be right here. I must be missing something. Oh no, okay, no, modest apartment's what I need. I'm losing my mind today. This mission has just been really, really challenging, and it's a little bit difficult for me, but we should have more than enough people moving in now. If I click the right button, we failed that one. Can I click that? Yep, enough room to, that'll probably cover our shortfall in people, but I think, what do I need to do here? 2,000 people. I just need a little bit more. Another 500 people to be moved in. I think another housing block possibly up here. I may even be able to fit in more houses here in the centre, and that will probably... that'll actually probably cover us off completely. I just need to make sure I'm getting enough beer. That's the real challenge here. Okay, looks like beer is running out. Pottery's running out. Okay, that's... because we're stealing it for the brickworks. No problem, that'll get taken care of shortly. Once these brickworks are all done and finished up, I think I'll be...
I've been kicked out of my
Geez, that's not good. How short? Oh, unemployment of 16, that's huge. In that case, what I can do is absorb that with additional work camps. I think I'll throw down just a couple of you guys, just to keep us going well. Okay, now we need the employees back. I can delete all these work camps because we're having a major unemployment problem because pottery has just completely evaporated. We just need to get the rest of these bricks done. And actually, I can probably even convert a couple of them into clay pits. That may be a better idea. Okay, send off those 800 bricks. Been quite a challenge there. We're getting that stuffed our entire area up, but we are back and re-evolved again. I just need to keep making sure that the pottery is going out. And to that end, I am going to stop exporting pottery for the time being. Actually, no, we'll export anything if we have over 1,000. That should be more than enough. I won't stop exporting completely, but if we can get over 1,000, that will make me happy. In the meantime, what else do we need? We just need prosperity that can be taken care of. Culture is easy, and population's all we need, but that's not far off. I think that'll be taken care of very shortly. Look, and there we go, modest apartments, we've got the population requirement. All we need now is the kingdom rating and towards timely fashion. Yeah, I'm working on it, Pharaoh. I am working on it. We can send a couple of the big gifts here. 11 months, I will wait just a little bit longer. But unfortunately, we're only on a royal judge's salary, which is very, very low. So we are struggling to send the large gift regularly. So I need to sort of flick back and forth. But when we send that one off, I'll cut back and we can finally win this nightmare of a mission. Okay, Sibi Oasis has managed to rebuild. They will buy bricks from us. So we'll actually open that trade route up and we will sell off whatever bricks we can get. We're not going to get very many of them because I have no storage for straw. And I suppose I could put it in here. I could put in a little bit of straw storage there. Pottery, I don't need the wood anymore, but I can't really get rid of it. Come on, don't lose that population. Hold on, guys, hold on. It's a little bit of stability I need. Yeah, we can get rid of those bricks. That'll make us a tiny little bit more money. And then we should be able to just push on to the end. Grain. Yes, there you go. That'll help us push right over. With that as well, I'm going to send off another gift. And we're nearly there. Okay, city's done. All I need to do is send off my final gift and we've won. This area over here never saw much love. I was going to develop this up quite nicely, but that attack sort of set me back and I never really rebuilt it very much. But this is our hardcore industry reed gathering area and also processing all of our beer that's coming in. Over here, of course, the main bustle part of the city, really quite tightly packed in. And over here, these guys sort of evolve back and forth between spacious homesteads and modest apartments as the beer comes and goes. It probably is just a little bit too far. I'd probably throw a storage yard up there if I cared enough about these people. In the end, we didn't use this military at all. A little bit unfortunate. I mean, if we'd had them up early enough, we would have been able to send them over to Farafra Oasis and Siwi and protect them. But other than that, not really much of an issue. But either way, let's unpause, slow time down, and there we go. Send off our final gift to get our kingdom rating just high enough. And with that, we should have completely gone on to victory. There we go.
The sun has lifted the storm cloud that had been over Egypt. Great is the joy. The vile chief of the Libu and his allies from the sea have fled under cover of the night. Their ill-conceived plan to settle along our shores has been smashed. It is indeed fortunate for us that so many of their women and children are now our shameful captives.
That's a little bit dark, actually. But either way, we have beaten Pi-yer or Pi-yer. Smashed it out. It only took basically one restart, one failure. So I managed to get there in the end. It's quite a challenge. It's really, the building space isn't the big issue. For me, it was just getting everything done in time with such a small budget to work with. But we got there in the end. Spent a good half of the first part of the game in debt, but we made it out the other side, and I can see clearly now the sun is shining. But we're going to move on to the next one, and no doubt it's going to be bigger and better than the one we've just done. So I've been Blxz, guys. Take care. Smash that thumbs up button, because that is the in thing. That's all the YouTubers are saying these days. So, yeah, I'll see you there, and take care, guys.